and an issue that people really need to find out more about and learn more about. And Dana and Sarah are with us this morning from the WWHI. You guys want to tell them what that is?
Sure. WWHI is Women's World Health Initiative. We're an organization that focuses in with women, especially mothers and their infants in West Africa, where they're dying at an extraordinary rate.
And when we talk about dying at an extraordinary rate, these women, some of them are being forced to give birth at like 13 years old. They're giving birth, they're not able to get to hospitals. Women, you have to remember, in West Africa, especially in a country like Senegal, are treated like dirt. They are considered just the scum on the bottom of everyone's shoe. Women don't have a lot of worth there. So in turn, that's how they're treated. They are treated as such. The women, children even, are regarded as, you know what, be a servant or be nothing.
Right.
You know? And we're talking about serving you on every level. These young girls are being forced into prostitution. In turn, they're getting pregnant at 13 years old, and then they're being forced to give birth in dirt, in forest, in woods.
With no help, absolutely no help.
With no help whatsoever, no one to come in and save them. And thank goodness for Dana and the Women's World Health Initiative, because I'll tell you what, had she not, and we have to understand, and I'm sorry, but this is a young woman who was in the middle of medical school and decided that there was something much more important going on in this world that people needed to know about. And so she, after 3 years of medical school, she's ready to do her residency. She decided that the WWHI was much more important. And we have to thank you for that, because that takes a lot to decide that, hey, you know what, there's a bigger cause out there than me becoming a doctor. But part of you being a doctor is going to be able to focus and help these women, and that's exactly what you're doing.
Well, I think the focus really has been for Women's World Health Initiative that we believe that women are fundamental pieces of their community, and really on a more general societal level that they help the societies function in a way that is helpful and hopeful for everyone in their communities. And when we lose mothers, one every minute during childbirth in the world, that also then orphans children. And who takes care of them? Children have a 40 times higher likelihood of dying before they're 5 if their mother isn't around.
Oh, wow.
And women are often in countries outside of our own, in areas that we're working in, are viewed in two ways, either as domestic laborers or as childbearers. And so when girls hit puberty, they are often married off. And that increases their chance of dying because, of course, their pelvises are too small to have a child.
Absolutely. And we're talking puberty. I mean, I hope everyone caught that you said puberty. So understand that some girls hit puberty at 11. Some girls at 9.
Yeah. That's right.
You know, I mean, it varies from woman to woman, girl to girl. And so these young girls are being forced, as you said, either into domestic labor or as childbearers. So imagine a 13 or even a 12-year-old trying to give birth, being forced to give birth, and then trying to survive giving birth. And they're not doing it under the best of conditions. Unlike us here in the United States, we're able to walk into a hospital. We're able to get medical care. We get prenatal care. We get taken care of. These young women are not. And most of them are on their own, aren't they?
That's right. So we have resources here that can help, especially in emergency situations. But the practices of birth there are often alone in a hut. And so if you have labor difficulties, the woman, unfortunately, or girl, depending on how old she is, will be in labor for several days and will ultimately lose her life.
Oh, so, and I mean, these are just, what you're seeing now on the screen are just some pictures that are actually on your website. Beautiful pictures. You know, you look at them and you look at probably a few generations of a family here that have survived.
That's right.
That have absolutely made it. You know, Sarah, tell us, there's something great going on, and there's a way that people can get involved, and there is light at the end of this very bleak tunnel. And tell us how we can help.
Well, we have a Mother's Day campaign going on where if people want to donate, they don't just donate the money, they can actually give money and then get something for their mother in return. So it's, you know, helping one mother helps another mother over there so that they can get the proper medical care. And Dana set it up, so, I mean, we're working with doctors over there, we're working with the government over there so that these women can have proper medical care. the money goes towards raising schools. It goes, midwifery schools, excuse me, to help them understand, how to give birth
So
properly.
they can kind of help each other out.
Right,
Is that what you're trying to do, is to
exactly.
teach
These
them?
are women in their own villages and their
Okay.
own communities, and it helps elevate the status of women there because then they're educated, they're seen as more valuable than just a baby maker, and then they can help each other so that those women survive and thus their children survive and they're not being treated like dirt as much as.
And just, I'm sure this popped into someone's head out there, I'm sure, and they said, is all the money definitely going towards these women and towards making sure that their survival rate is much higher than it has been?
Right. Everything that the Women's World Health Initiative does is run on volunteers.
Okay.
All of us, it's all volunteer work. And then everything, of course, the people, the gifts, we have to pay for some of the cost of the gift, but
Right.
70% of it, is it 75% of it is going towards the Women's World Health Initiative and towards the cause. So that's a huge amount going towards the cause.
That's a very, very big amount.
Yeah.
A lot of organizations, you don't see that much. So now tell us about the gifts. This sounds like such a fantastic campaign, and it's, like you said, it's women helping women. So if you would like to do something fantastic and amazing for your mom and at the same time help another mom, or help a potential mom, there's a way that you can do it. And tell us how they get involved and what they can expect for their money, because there's some great presents.
Oh, there's some great gifts. Yeah, do you want to take that one? Yeah.
So on our website, on WWHI.org, there are a list of gifts, and it's a special giving campaign. And so basically, you honor your mother by contributing to saving the life of another, which I think is the most meaningful gift and something that your mother or the women in your life will really appreciate. The gifts are vast, and it depends on the level of donation. There's a box of fudge, signature bouquets for Women's World Health Initiative that are both about birth and strength. There are necklaces, just beautiful options that you can choose.
And they're all local. Everything is local.
Oh, everything is local.
Everything you buy is from a
Okay.
local company.
Oh, wonder, and there's also different degrees of donating that you
That's
can
right.
do. So you can purchase a gift for your mother at one cost, or you can go to the other end of the spectrum and really spend on mom. And at the same time, wow, what a fantastic cause.
That's right.
And it's so important. If there were one thing that you wanted people to really know about the WWHI and how important it is, what would that be?
I think it would be what we do, the sustainability of it, that we train the local healthcare workers, we engage the women from their communities themselves to build sustainable healthcare systems for themselves, but then we also add the economic sustainability piece, that they can make money and a livelihood doing this, so that women's activity in their community increases and they become powerful workers.
Okay, and you know what, and it's so important, and I think to sit back and think, well, it's not happening here, it's just really naive, and we need to really open up and become a little more worldly and a little more international and assist, because you never know when people from West Africa are going to be a part of our community.
That's right.
And you want them to come in here healthy, you want them to come in here strong, and you want them able to be a strong member of society. And so the Women's World Health Initiative is definitely going to help do that. Ladies, thank you so much for coming in. What a great cause. You know what? WWHI.org is the website. Go there. You can find out about the donating and the gifting for Mother's Day. It's a fantastic cause. Plus, go on and find out about the organization and see what you can actually do to help, because I promise you, they need all of us, and it's a great cause. Thanks so much.
Thank you very
We really
much.
appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Fantastic. We'll be right back here on the Mountain Morning Show. We are going to close out the show when we come back. Jen will be, I think she's done eating. She'll be back too. We'll see you in just a